Alright. We there? Yeah, we're there. Hell yeah, we're there. Sweet. Okay. We are live. And there, now we got the music. Got the game sound because I actually got myself in the game window. Hey, Spesh, how's it going? Welcome here bright and early. Look at you go. Alright, hold on. I'm just sitting here. Hold on. There we go. I'm just like, even just on the menu screen, I'm just sitting here admiring the just the beauty and enjoying the the fact that it took mere seconds for all of this to load up on my brand new machine, and it is beautiful and exciting, and I'm a happy boy right now. Because I am definitely playing on my new PC, and I was debating, hemming and hawing about what game I wanted to play for the stream on my new machine, and I was like, you know what? Why play a different one? We've got a beautiful setup for back-to-back, because we've been playing this game, which it's been a struggle because of my old machine. And now I'm ready to just see just how beautifully smooth it can be here. So, God, I don't even want to sit here and wait and jaw anymore. I want to load up. I'm hoping that it migrated my save file over properly. So we want solo save file. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think this should be the one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. You got 92%. Nice. I don't even remember where to look for the percents. All I know is I'm just obsessive over it. But I'm really hoping, what I'm really hoping right now, we're going to find out. I'm really hoping that the higher fidelity that this new, you demoted, 92% got you demoted. God, that sounds like corporate America. But I'm hoping that what this will mean for me with a brand new machine, with brand new graphics processing, and can really get the high quality stuff going here, I'm hoping what that means is that my color blindness will not be quite as much of an impact on this, which actually makes me think, here, hold on, I wanted to go to, I needed to check and just make sure. Hold on. Look at this. Can we just, is there a way to just like do, oh man, I didn't think about this. I should have preset all of my settings to get them high. Like, I don't know if it's like auto, adjusted all the settings. You know, I'm just not going to mess with it. I'm not going to mess with anything. We're just going to go ahead and let it, we're going to assume that it auto set up everything for me, and I can just goof around with settings later. Because that's the hard thing about it too with a new system. Like, I know what all of the benchmark tests say about this machine, but like that doesn't always translate to in person how well things go. So my stream settings are probably different than what they were. I set it to just have everything be optimized, and so I'm hoping that that works out okay. I don't, like I say, it's a brand new machine. I don't know exactly in practice how everything goes, so it's just going to be a little bit of trial and error for a little while, I think. So we'll see how it all pans out here. But let's go ahead and let's just do it. Let's fucking do it, man. I'm just sitting here jawing about it. I just want to play the damn game. Look at how fast that loaded. Holy shit. Okay. All right, let's see here. This is already so much easier for me to see. I can already view this so much more easily than I could beforehand. Like, just the clarity of what I'm looking at. The lighting is so much better. So oh my god, like everything is, I am the happiest, I'm the happiest motherfucker this side of the nut house. Like, this is, this is fun. Man, I haven't had a new gaming machine in so long. Oh, that's right, I was gonna pick this up. And it's like my guy's just like, whoops, my guy's moving too fast for me. Am I dropping frames? Boy. Okay, hold on. Let me see. All right. We'll play the obsession game here. I wonder if Is it a consistent frame drop or is it just intermittent? Because right now I'm not showing that I'm dropping frames right now. Let me see here. Oh, just when I went into the tunnel. Yeah, I mean, it might be. I guess I'm just gonna let it go for a little while. It might be because I'm like obsessing over things. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. See, now I'm dropping frames. You're absolutely right. It's dropping frames when it goes into there in some locations. I'm like, see, now I'm gonna just be bumping into the walls because I'm watching my frame drop monitor. Yeah, I'm definitely dropping frames. I wonder why. I wonder if it has something to do with my network. It could be, because I mean, like, as far as the gameplay itself goes, I'm not experiencing anything, which is why I didn't notice it. I wonder if it's just needing. Yeah, CPU's looking fine. I don't know what it is. I mean, I am streaming on the same machine that I'm playing on. And that naturally is going to have some impacts on things. You know, it's like if I wanted perfect, then I should have separate machines, but who the fuck has that kind of money? You know, like I guess I could like try and use my old rig as like a streaming rig or something like that, but I mean that's not a permanent solution. I'm heading that to someone else. So yeah, I'm guessing it's primarily because I feel like I didn't consistently have those types of issues on my old rig either. So my guess is it's gonna be, yeah, it better not be the fucking graphics card. If it is, then there's no such thing as a smooth stream, right? Because there's not gonna be much better than what I'm rocking for the graphics card. So okay, things seem, there's a couple dropped, but things seem pretty stable in general right now. Look at that bright, clean hallway right there. Yeah, things are there. So it might just need to stabilize them, and it might be network more than anything else. That genuinely would not surprise me at all if it were a network issue. I mean, I am hardlined in with you know, actual Ethernet rather than using Wi-Fi, which certainly helps. But I mean, you know, as we all are, God damn it! Already, this game is gonna start off. It's gonna start off strong. It's gonna just keep giving me the shit. It's gonna give me the business here. Give me a bucket. Okay, so I was reading somewhere that you can stack buckets to carry more buckets around at once. So I'm gonna experiment with that. I don't think you can do it with, maybe it was like you couldn't do it with full or something like that, but it's like you could safely stack like up to 3 buckets. It said, God, I don't want you, leg. Get the fuck out of there. This is stupid. I am already over this shit. God damn it. Just fucking, why are there body parts in this? Like, that's the one thing. Like, I just don't even understand. God damn it. Like, is there a way, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? I don't understand. I don't understand why it's giving me so many body parts. Like, I feel like I must be doing something wrong. Oh, my guy's drunk and tipping over, apparently. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Okay. Alright. Okay, so here we go. But it's like, yeah, so it's like apparently you can do this, and then you pick up the 3, and then just, oh. Okay, that's alright, we might still be able to. No, I think the concept is there. I think we have the idea. I think I just need to be more patient with the walk, because it was clearly working, and then I started going faster. I got confident. I got a little big for my britches there. Fuck off, buckets. Fine, we'll carry you one at a time. I think I'm gonna try it. I think it can happen, because the game is just running so smoothly right now. Honest to goodness, it is running so smooth right now. So I feel confident that it's going to be possible, you know. And I think part of that is it's just like because of how smoothly everything's going. Okay, so that might be it right there. It's just kind of like wedging them in a bit more. Okay, alright, 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 alright. Holding down the slow walk button. Yeah, it's like I feel like the sideways movements maybe are not good to go fast. Alright, come on. Come on. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And then we just turn. Alright, alright, okay, 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 okay. And then just carefully, okay, so now just gotta like carefully put that one down. And then we grab that one. And there we go. And now, and boy do I feel like a real smart one right now. So now we can just do a little bit of mopping. Whoops. Boop ba doop ba doop ba doo. Oh my god, this is so much smoother. Why was I using an old computer for so long? Why doesn't everyone just have infinite amounts of money and buy new computers all the time? Like, fuck, man, this is so much better than using my old one. Oh god. Look at this. Look at this. This is so much better. Whoops. Don't crawl on top of it. That's how we knock it over. Oh, okay, that water's too dirty. Woo! Vaulting myself here. This is great. Janitor of the month. Man, fuck that. Janitor of the fucking century right here, baby. Hell yeah. Can we get one more? Yeah, we can get one more footprint. Hell yeah, man. Oh my god, this game is so much easier with a machine that can actually handle it. Fuck, man. Whoops. My god. My god. God, I might would okay, I don't know how to ask this, so I'm just gonna ask it. Would people judge me if I like just, you know, tucked my PC in bed with me tonight and just, you know, protected it in my sleep and everything? Because I'm full blown in love here, and I feel like this computer just it feels like this computer's ready to have my back on everything, right? So it's like okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you recognize that this is a situation that really calls for, you know, proper care of my things. You know, it's like you know, it's like I always say, if you take care of your things, they'll take care of you. You know, it's like why I take care of my car, you know, and obsessively get my car washed every week and everything. It's like you take care of your stuff, it'll take care of you. I'm glad I'm not the only person who understands this. Oh my god, this is so cool though. I really have not experienced improvements to gameplay like this in quite some time. It's like I was saying before, the last time I got a new the last new piece of gaming equipment I ever got myself was my Switch. And that was a few years ago at this point in time, you know. So I've just been rocking my old stuff, and it never really occurred to me, you know, that it's don't take your PC into the car wash though. But how else will I get it clean? Like, it gets dusty in there. I mean, you gotta clean it. Besides, they got the they got the nice polish there, and it's like this PC has the tempered glass sides on it. I don't know. I think they're nuts. I think the car wash is the perfect place to really show this machine how much I care for it. Okay, we're gonna carefully move this bucket over here. We're just gonna drop you right there. I think I can still get another couple. Get another rinse out of that? I can get another rinse out of that. Look at this. This is so much faster. Remember last week when it took me like a full hour to just do that one little area there, and now it's taking me like 5 minutes to clean up an equivalent amount of space? Admittedly, my technique has improved with the bucket stacking, but still, I think the point stands that understandably and predictably, the machine with a brand new graphics card is better than the machine that was using a 6-year-old plus graphics card. So, and you know, the truth is that the same goes for the CPU, the MOBO, everything. That PC, other than the upgraded extra hard drive that I had installed on that PC about a year ago, everything on that PC was original from when I built it, you know, all those years ago. So Oops, 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 oops. Don't use. Don't. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you spill everywhere. Okay, come on. I'm trying to, like, line up the grooves on the buckets to make sure they settle in nice. Yep, there we go. There we go. Okay, 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 okay. Come on. Oh, oh, so gently. Oh, so gently. Oh, so carefully. No, 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 no. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, and now we take it. See, now I gotta, like, really take my time. Because if I spill all these everywhere, then, boy, is that gonna be embarrassing. Okay, come on, careful. So careful. Oh, so carefully. Oh, so carefully. Why am I whispering? Why am I whispering? This game has no... This game isn't... It's not like Alien Isolation. It doesn't have voice detection. I think it's just that, like... I don't know. This game is like... It turns into like a full body experience, right? That's how immersive this game is! What, with the new computer and everything? That's how immersive this game is. You can't help but need to shut the fuck up. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. There we go. And now we do it again. And for some reason, human beings call this fun. When in reality, in real life, I would hate this. Like, if I had to clean something like this up, I would hate it. But for some reason, you do it in a game, it's beautiful. I think it's because, for me, like, I love rhythm. I love like patterns, programs. I love procedures. Like, it sounds stupid, but I love developing like a procedures, like a checklist. I love checklists, things like that. And so I feel like this game just like checks off all of those fun boxes without also requiring the hard manual labor that actual cleanup does. So hey, how's it going, Welkin? Well, Wilkins. I always forget whether the S or not is combined there because I'm a horrible person who doesn't actually remember people's names. But welcome. Yes, I did some after the incredibly stupid amount of time I spent cleaning up that one little alcove there. I did some research to see if I could do this any faster, and there was indeed we could do this. Although we've been discussing how you know, and I think it kind of goes without saying that I think the best tip that I have enacted for cleaning up faster is having a better computer that handles the game faster. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. It's largely, it started off as a frustrating day for me. My day job was tedious, and I had a million people emailing me about a million things, and it was, you know, madness-inducing as jobs will be. But you know, I got it done, and that just made me feel accomplished. And now I get to play games on my new PC, and isn't that? Oh no! Well, I should have probably expected that to happen when I was trying to mop up between the buckets. Look at that! Look at that! You're trying to talk up my PC skills, and I immediately spill everything everywhere. God damn it! This is why I don't deserve nice things. I've lucked out, and I have nice things because I'm willing to do tedious government jobs that other people don't want to do, so I can, you know, I take home a reasonable paycheck. So I get to have nice things, but I don't deserve them. Yeah, no. If you come here for skills, you've made a mistake. You've come to the wrong stream for skills. This stream is about watching a complete amateur be 100% amateurish about everything his amateur hands can touch. I feel like there's your mom joke in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna investigate it further. So I don't have the focus for it. Bloody hell! Look at that! Look at that! Getting achievements and everything for it. Boy, oh boy. Oh, okay. Our mop is done for. Our mop is done for. Okay, so now here's what. Okay, so now here's the debate, and innuendo. That's the Todd. Oh boy. Okay, so now the debate. Do I put? I mean, logically, in real life, you would put something like a full bucket in the empty bucket for carrying. But I'm wondering if I should put the empty bucket on top so it's less likely to slosh and spill while I'm carrying the stack. what I'm gonna do is commit to not doing it that way, because I've already started, and I don't want to change anything. I don't want to rejuggle them. I'm lazy, you know, and I get to do that because ultimately I'm not actually cleaning up anything. There's not actually anything right or wrong about what I'm doing. I'm simply playing a stupid game that emphasizes that I am likely a malfunctioning human. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The thing is like possessed. Did you guys see that? Did you see the bucket just like ghosting itself out? I think it's still trying to do it too. Oh, whatever. We're just gonna keep carrying it over. Just oh so carefully. And get in there! I get the sense that I'm gonna have to do some serious mopping around the base of this area. But honestly, I think I can... Emotionally, I think I'm equipped to handle that. I think I'm equipped to handle that. Because cleaning an actual... You just gotta say, cleaning an actual mess requires actual labor. This gets you all of the sense of accomplishment without actually having to physically do anything. You know, I mean, for fuck's sake, I work out twice a day, okay? I don't want to bend over and handle mop buckets, but I like feeling like I did something. I like feeling accomplished, and this game does exactly what it needs. It triggers all of those endorphins in my ape brain and my monkey brain. Look at these buckets just like ghosting themselves out, man. This is freaking weird. But yeah, I like the sense of accomplishment that makes my gorilla brain feel good without actually having to do the work. I don't understand what's wrong with that. You know? Like that's especially with me as an American, that's the American way. Find achievement without actually doing any work. That's the goal. I mean, that's why we love capitalism so much. The ultimate goal is to be a CEO who basically just sits on yachts, yells at people on the phone, and then rake in more money than anyone actually doing the work. I think it's pretty clear-cut and straightforward. I don't understand why anyone has trouble understanding that. I feel like the American dream is basically these days achieving a lifestyle that isn't actually available in America at this point. Like the American dream is you know, they say it's like being, I don't know, everyone says the American dream's a different thing. But these days saying, you know, living the American dream has become a joke for saying that your life is shit and no one wants your life. Which is, I mean, I'm being a little facetious about it, but ultimately it's kind of true and it's kind of depressing. You know, case in point, the fact is like everyone's on some form of like fucking Lexapro or something these days. You know, I can't even, and I'm not making fun of that either. I have had to take anxiety and depression meds for quite a while. I'm presently off them, which is, I feel like a good sign that I've made progress towards, you know, leading a better and happier life. I've made good changes in my life that I don't need to, but I keep a stock of it in case America's all over me. It's, I don't know, like, yeah. I don't know, I feel like that's a heavier topic than my tone implies. But, you know, if I can't laugh about it, then we just all cry and, you know. Boy, yeah, come watch me play games where I suck at games and then offer depressing topics, so there's really no redeeming quality. Why are you watching? Boy, oh boy. Whoops. Just making the mess. Making the mess all over the place. Look at this though. This is going so much faster. Oh my god. I love my new computer. This is a beautiful machine. I love it, and it just makes me happy. It gives me joy. You know, maybe that's the American dream right there, is just finding your own joy wherever you can. And it's like, that's why the American dream sucks so much. Because it's like, you know, the American dream is just about finding your own happiness. But to a certain degree, that happiness does require things like financial security, which just is not available to everyone. But the truth is, like, I feel like that's the truth is for me too, and it's something that I actually am very aware of in my life in general, is that despite the fact that, you know, I struggle to afford things, all things considered, I am much more capable of achieving my personal American dream than most other Americans I know. And that's just, I feel like that's what kind of makes our country kind of pitiful right now. If we want to get all kinds of political about it, which is I'm sure I could find a million topics that would show that that is a great decision for building my brand as a streamer. Oh boy. Alright, come on, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, careful. Careful. Oh, so carefully. God damn, no. Oh, ah. I'm like, it's like stuck. Come on. Just gotta be so careful. Gotta be so careful. Okay, that's pretty close. There we go, okay, aha. Okay, now another one. Come on, so careful. Gotta be so careful. Don't. Oh god. Okay, I regret it. Undo. The hell was that? Oh my god. Okay. Careful. You gotta do this one carefully. How was my sister's visit? It was good. It was low key. It was chill. It was chill. We had a good time. We played. We got ourselves about a third of the way through. Shit, what was it called? That new multiplayer one. Is it The Two of Us? Is that what it was called? But yeah, we had a good time. We definitely enjoyed playing that game. We did a little baking, and when I say we did a little baking, I mean I did a little baking while my sister took selfies and pictures of me and made fun of me for being bad at being a baker and stuff like that. But we ended up with a delicious crepe cake, which was amazing. Well, she said it was amazing. I was a little harsher on myself, but that's just my way. So It Takes Two. That's the one. Yep. That's the one. Thank you. Yeah, we played that game. Oh my god, it's gonna spit a limb at me. Grab it. Just grab it before it falls. Oh my god, we've entered limb mode. There's got to be a way to like know when there's gonna be just random organs being spit at me. Cause this is just dumb. So dumb. There's got to be a way. Okay, well we got that one. Oh god, oh! Well, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and... That was a failed experiment. Hi, kitty. Do you want up, or are you here to pester me about food? You want up. Okay. That's sweet. I appreciate that. Woo! There she goes. She wants bed. That's what she wants. She wants her little co-pilot bed. Alright, here we go. I might save time by taking them back one at a time, but I'm already committed to this, and I don't know, it just feels like the thing to do. It's just something about doing it in big stacks just feels right. Hey, here we go. Okay, come on. And nestled in nice and safe. Oops, wrong one. We gotta grab that one. Come along, buckets. Whoop, oh. Shoot, I twitched. That was my bad. I don't even have an excuse. My hand just twitched. I don't really know what caused it. It's just a twitchy. You ever get those where your muscles just like spaz out for no reason? It's like, it's in the same vein as like when you get one of them shudders or something like that. You're just sitting there and also like for no reason. Yeah, my hand did one of those things. Maybe I'm low on potassium. Maybe I eat a banana. Wouldn't that be some fun ASMR going on in the stream here if I were to start eating a banana right next to my mic? Oh god, that's giving me the shudders, tell you what. It's a gross noise. Not a fan of that Foley, personally. I feel like that's the type of thing that I should be attentive enough to, not have happen anymore. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, we'll just make sure we set them further apart now. I was just expecting the stupid machine to start spitting out limbs after I spilled on my buckets. And it's like, oh no, if you're just going to throw the buckets all over the place, you don't get more buckets. Come on. There we go. And then one more bucket. Look at that. It just gave me buckets. I really wish there was some sort of indicator to know when it was going to be buckets and when it was going to be, organs. Alright, no twitchy hand this time. Let me just go careful. Actually, we're close enough there. I'm actually going to put this just like right there. More off than usual. That's bad news. That's bad news, because boy, oh boy, am I just a train wreck as a baseline. Don't worry, it's not you guys. I'm just a little messed up. That's just who I am as a person. It's cool. I feel like that's... Like, I gotta be careful, like, actually acknowledging that, though, and saying that, because that's a real good way to just come across as the I'm not like other girls type. I mean, I'm not like other girls, but... Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, careful, careful. Boop! There we go, there we go. I keep getting achievements. I'm cleaning up so much shit. I like that this game... I really appreciate that this game pats me on the back for clicking the mouse button a lot. It really gives me the sense of satisfaction that I don't get from much else in my life. It really makes me feel like my computer loves me more than my parents do. That's not... That's a joke. My parents are wonderful parents. I love them dearly. I just wanted the disclaimer out there. Alright, look at that. Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention to how dirty my mop was. I still love just the animations that they went with in this game. Where it's just like for mopping, you're basically just like smacking the ground with a mop. I don't know why that amuses me so much, but it cracks me up. It's like, oh, you're cleaning. Okay, whack, whack, whack. Alright, the hallway's clean. Yay. Whoops. Okay, careful. Carefully. Carefully. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Is that... That looks like a dirty enough mop that I need to... God, this is mesmerizing. I'm amazed at how fast... Like, that's what I've been saying about the new computer. Like, I got it last Friday. It got shipped in the Mali last Friday. How do I... You know what? I don't know how well it's coming across on the stream. But with the new computer, with the new graphics card, I don't know if there was just something going on with the settings, but even using the same monitors, like, colors and shading and lighting are just so much more clear to me right now. And yeah, I just whatever settings and whatever systems that this new computer has, it's better for my eyes, which is saying something, because I'm freaking, like, I genuinely am, like, partially colorblind. I do have mild red-green colorblind. So colorblindness. So, like, the fact that I can see all of this as well as I can is just amazing to me. Like, you know, it's like I'm not colorblind to the extent that it's like crippling or any sort of like hindrance on my day-to-day life. You know, like I can still drive and everything. Like bright reds are still bright red and bright greens are still bright green. But like it's when you get to those dull tones, like we actually see a lot of in this game, where it's like you have the dull, the more muted colors. You know, muted greens look brown to me. Muted reds look more gray to me. Like there have been a lot of instances in my life where I'd be like, oh wow, look at that thing that's black, and people are like, Scott, that's purple, because like, you know, I can't pick up the reds in purple, so it either looks navy blue or black to me, you know, things like that. But you know, that's the thing. This is all muted olive greens, so everything, you know, presumably should be like brown to me, but it actually is standing out really well for me and my special eyes. Come on, careful, 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 careful. Ah, shit. There we go. There we go. I don't actually really need to worry about it too much because we are pretty close there. I think I'm going to actually, though, I'm going to take this and I'm going to start doing some of the super far away regions here. Is what I think I want to do, and start working my way into this area here. So let's see. So we're going to... Oh, this is going to suck. This is going to be... Shit, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I was going to try and sneak past it. Because, like, otherwise the buckets are going to be right there. I'm not going to be able to clean that little area. I fucking knew it. I knew that would happen, and I tried it anyway. I flew too close to the sun. Just set that up like that. Well, we can at least stack the buckets to bring them back. Just stack them on, stacking them on up. Just stacking them up. But yeah, so the thing that I will say though, beautiful as the graphics are with this new system, what is most impressive to me is just how fast and smooth it handles everything. Like, loading times are non-existent. I feel like I understand what it's like for, you know, grandparents to sit there and like have to process what's happening on the screen for a good 30 seconds before it happens. Like, I feel like this computer is going to stop. It's going to run out of patience and just be annoyed with me. Is what I feel like, because like this system, like, everything is so fast. Like, I'll click something. Uh-oh. Damn it! No, you come here. No, god damn it. Okay, pick up the organ. Let's just take care of this. But yeah, everything happens just so quickly. It loads everything so rapidly that I feel like I just don't even process anything, you know, in an appreciable amount of time. And I feel like my poor computer. Oh shit! Hand jerk again. Fuck, man. Falling apart again. Man. Falling apart. Okay, you know what we're just going to do, though? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to just take the one bucket. It's slower, but we're going to take the one bucket and just clean up that little corner. And we're yeah, with just one bucket where I won't like have a stack that I got to worry about spilling over or something like that. And we're going to clear that one corner so that way I can like back into it and I can have sort of a place to stand to clean everything. All right, come on. Carefully, carefully. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, that was what I was trying to do in the first place. So now we can just go like, boop. And we can clean up. Like, I'm just going to clean up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just like this. Just like this. Just get this little clean patch here. So that way, I've got a place to stand. Now, how's about that for planning? Am I right? Am I right? Alright. There we go. Ew, who has to work? No, that's fair, Special. I don't blame you. My work phone is with me right now. My work situation right now is essentially, you know, I work. I work with like in my situation, like I have my daily tasks and stuff. Like, I've got the work that I need to get done in a day, and once that's done, though, I'm still technically an hourly employee who's like expected to be around for a certain number of hours, and so kind of my job defaults to I'm available if I'm needed after a certain number of hours have passed each day, and that's why it's been nice, and I've been able to sort of like, you know, get into the streaming a little bit, especially COVID really helps with that because I'm working from home now, you know, so it's like a silver lining type of stuff, but it you know, and but that's kind of the neat thing, is that as long as I'm ready to respond, if needed, which I am waiting on a call from someone, but with every passing minute, I'm thinking I'm unlikely to hear from them today and probably will tomorrow. But as long as I'm available to answer the phone, you know, I've kind of got freedom because I got my job done, and I have so far since starting this job received but glowing performance reviews. So. Children, the constant source of IT problems, which I would know because I have so many children. I don't. That you guys don't know me super well. The joke there is that I have no kids. I'm sad and alone. No, but I do have nephews, and I am aware that they are walking IT problems. Oops, I got to be careful with them stairs there. Okay, so now here's where we're gonna just like backing up. But yeah, I know my nephews are constant sources of IT problems because they make problems, right? Like, they don't. It's not even just that children. Okay, so now here's the challenge here. Can I set these up so that they're all accessible at once in the hall together here? Oh, oh God. Let go. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, well, rather than spilling them, we're just gonna act like we've got two buckets. But yeah, no, I understand how that goes. My nephews, whenever I am visiting with them, you know, and hanging out with them. Oh well, there it goes. I guess I should have seen that one coming. They really are just constant sources of technology problems because they make their own problems, right? It's like it's not even that there's a problem. It's just that they're impatient. So when when there's an obvious, easy solution, that even if they know it, they're not always patient enough to you know, see it through, and they get so frustrated, and that just makes the problem worse. And yeah, that's how it goes. Kids are wonderful, aren't they? Oh boy. Oh boy. Man, you know, there really is just something zen about this game, though, isn't there? Like, we're just chilling, just cleaning up, just you know, just now that I feel like, woo. Okay, yeah, I say zen, and now if the, oh god, I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm afraid to touch it. I don't. Oh god, oh my god. Okay, so the game has turned into Silent Hill. Okay, we're just gonna grab it, and we're just gonna sprint with it, and we're gonna hope things don't explode before I can throw it in the fire, and we're gonna hope that it doesn't start spraying flames everywhere, cause that'd be bad. That'd be bad. All right, we're just gonna get rid of it. Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, I know. I'm bad mouthing kids, which is largely unfair. Kids are kids, right? They can't help it. And the thing is, the more of an adult I get, the more I recognize that I was just as much of a little shit when I was a kid too. That said, just because I recognize that, you know, kids are kids and there's only so much they can do to, you know, like control their being a kidness, it also does not mean that I am obligated to be interested in that and their childish bullshit. I love my nephews in the short doses that I see them, and then I love all the time when I don't have to, you know, be babysitting my nephews. So it's a beautiful situation. Should be told. Okay, are you gonna keep spitting out limbs, or can we do this? All right, there we go. There we go. Carefully, carefully. Can we chop? Okay. All right, all right. I don't think they're like, you know, whenever we say like a kid is an angel, usually that's like always with an asterisk. That's like, you know, like that means like they're an angel for a child. Like I feel like all kids are just, oh no, that one's gonna go. That one's gonna go. Okay, so that one spilled. Okay, yeah, we'll just leave it behind. We'll just leave it behind. That's okay. I just don't want the rest of these to spill. I just don't want the rest of them to spill. No, I feel like there's, oh fuck. This is gonna be a chore. Getting this tunnel taken care of. It's gonna be it's testing me. It's gonna test me. Yep. We'll just nice and just you know, nice and patient. It's fun. I'm having fun. It's fun. You know, that's probably a good idea. Just put them at the entrance. Oh god. Especially because they've decided to go all kinds of like fucking Resident Evil on me and start just like controlling themselves and doing whatever the fuck they want. I think you're probably right. I think you're definitely right. And I'm looking also at my frame drop thing, and it's going insane right now. I might have to figure out some ways. I feel like there's gonna be a way for me to smooth this out. I feel like the number of frame drops we're getting isn't a necessity. Even if my network is subpar for streaming, yeah, it's dropping a lot of frames right now. I think I can do better. I'm not gonna worry about it for now, because I'm already in it and I've only got so much time to stream in a day. But I let it just do the auto detect, because that's what I had on my previous rig. And that was sufficient. So that's probably my bad for just generally speaking not really investing time in it at all. So I'm gonna just have to look into it and just kind of fiddle around with some things. there's all kinds of things that I think could, sitting here considering the situation and thinking about it conceptually, I think there's a lot of things that could be up with it. And truth be told, I just, I don't think about it right now because I'm just having too much fun playing the game. The weather actually around here is pretty quiet. I had thought about that on crummy weather days. It can definitely be an issue, especially if it's windy. But today it's actually pretty still and a nice balmy spring day right now. So I don't think that's the source. The other thing, the thing that I think about a lot with my network particularly is I do live in an apartment that sees many of us working from home these days. So it's possible that even though my internet is its own thing within my apartment, the fact is at any given time there are within reach, within Wi-Fi bubble reach, which kind of gives you an indicator for how much bandwidth is being used at this location, just in the building alone. But within Wi-Fi reach, there is at any given time up to 12 fans, including myself, using the Wi-Fi. So I download the VOD. The VOD is just directly over from Twitch, so that shouldn't be a concern. Shouldn't be. Key element there. So I'm wondering. The one thing I'm wondering is if it is related to what the encoder frames per second is versus what the actual what the output is. Because I frame lock at 50 FPS because that's what my monitors can handle. Because I've got old ass monitors, so that might be something. So I might have to check and make sure the encoder is matching that. That could be related to why there's so many dropped frames if it's just getting mismatches. So are they CRTs? Damn near. These are old 1080p's. When I bought them 6 years ago, they were excellent. But no, they are old monitors for sure. And I do intend to at least get one new one eventually, but right now I'm just kind of recouping the cost of the PC itself. And the fact is I'm so used to crappy monitors handling crappy old display that now handling up to date, because that's the thing. They're frame locked at 50 FPS. Low betas, especially at 1080p. That's nothing impressive except that my old computer couldn't keep up with it. So even at 1080p, my computer couldn't keep up with 50 frames per second on most games that were newer than the past couple years. So so that's part of it too, for sure. Yes, I am streaming at 720, and so that's probably something that I could think about changing, but I don't know. The hard part is too, I don't want to stream at anything that's going to be higher quality than what I'm playing at, because I feel like that would, I don't know, something about that just feels off to me. I don't think that would be. I don't even, ignoring the fact too that I don't know that it would be possible anyway. Come on, there we go. I appreciate that. I've thought about subscription model. I think the issue for me is, honestly, at this point in time, I'm not doing this to make a living. I'm just doing this, as a fun little sort of side project that if it turns into something that can, be a wage earner for me, then great. But that's not what it is right now, and I don't really have intentions. I don't really have intentions of anytime soon trying to make this something that I make a living off of. I like my other job, and my other job, aside from a good, a livable paycheck, also provides a lot of things like health insurance, which are very necessary for me in America. You know, like the fact is that's one of the biggest luxuries that I have in my life is, as an American, is the fact that I have good health insurance through my employer. And if I were to abandon that, like it wouldn't just be trying to make the same amount of dollars take home. If I ever wanted to try and make this, oh god, a career option, you know, I would have to like double, almost triple it to match the value there. So and the reason that I'm explaining that is because I'm not making this a wage earner. It feels weird to me to accept money from other people because it feels like they'll give me stuff for me to have fun with, you know. And that's, you know, while I love the generosity and I'm flattered by it, I guess what I'm saying is, you know, I would rather see you, you know, like say, you know, if you wanted to. If you've got money that's burning a hole in your pocket, spend it on yourself. Maybe spend it on another streamer who, you know, is producing good quality content and is trying to pay the bills off of it. You know, donate it to a charity or something like that. I guess that's where I'm coming from. Is I'd rather see that as much as I appreciate that generosity. Because you know the thing is I will get a monitor one day. But you know, like I say, it's not a business expense. I'm not doing it to try and make money providing entertainment. I'm just like fucking around and having fun. So you know, maybe someday, never say never. I might open up some sort of subscription model or a Patreon model or something like that. But no, for now, I would say take that money and get yourself a sweet kick-ass monitor or something. Do it that way. You know, or you know, like the other thing I think about a lot is if I were to start doing, you know, income, you know, money raising or money owning, or money raising, income generating streams, I would probably do them as like charity streams. But that one's something I don't want to go through. Frankly, I don't want to go through the hassle until I have a big enough audience that it would actually generate reasonable income. Like I say, for right now, there are dozens of streamers who have a stronger base and have more capability, and I'd rather sort of contribute to those to keep those being functional ones rather than trying to like take away from that or you know, try and get something going that really just doesn't have any legs to stand on at this stage. So I don't know, that's just kind of my personal philosophy on it too. You know, I don't know, maybe one day I'll change my mind about accepting gifts and money from other people. But like I say, I guess the big thing for me right now is if I were to do it at all, I would prefer that the money goes to something other than me just fucking around with my hobby. I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird thing that I don't even know if I'm explaining it very well at this stage. But god damn it, I don't want your fucking organs. I don't much care for these intestines. I appreciate Bucket Machine that you're trying to give me gifts. I feel like this is like the situation when you have an outdoor cat that brings back a dead mouse or something for you. And it's like, look, I appreciate the intent behind it, but also I don't want this. Come on, so careful, so careful, so careful, so careful. Oops. There we go, there we go. All right, come on. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. I feel like when I stop focusing on this, that's when I start spraying buckets everywhere. Come on, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, baby, careful, 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 careful. Let me drop it. Drop it. Share a clip from your latest stream. Yeah, like you mean you're just gonna post a link to it in the comments here? I don't got a problem with that. You go for it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Although don't be offended. I probably won't stream it just because I have no idea how to seamlessly do that. But what I will probably do is go back through the comments and I'll watch it myself, for sure. Yeah, I'm like, that's the other thing too. I feel uncomfortable accepting money. Is like I'm such an amateur at this, man. Like I'm not a streamer, man. I'm just some fuckhead playing video games. It's more selfish than anything. I want people to chat with while I'm playing games. It's oh god. All right, yeah. I'll take a look at it. I'll go back through the comments once I'm done streaming today, and I'll take a look at it. That's fair. That's fair, Welkins. I appreciate that mentality, and that's kind of for me why I support streaming and watch a lot of streams. Exactly like you're saying, like, because the thing is like I can have like I'm like I say I am in a way on the clock right now, and I have to be able to pay attention to my phone and stuff like that. I have enough freedom with my job that I can be gaming and sitting here, but I am tethered to my desk. So I definitely know how that goes, and I definitely hear you. From the mindset of appreciating streamers, and wanting to help keep them, providing entertainment, because it's a type of entertainment that I can enjoy even while I'm at work, these days. So that resonates with me. I can buy that. So I guess what I'll say is, I like I say, I appreciate the offer. No doubt I appreciate that, and I feel I'm flattered that you think I'm entertaining enough that you would be willing to like support me in a financial sense. I think for now, setting up that system, because the other thing that I have to think about, I don't know what this is like in other countries, but as an American, if I did that, that would be considered an income, which means I would have to figure out how to properly pay taxes on it, which at this stage would be nothing. I would get all of that back in return. It would meet any exemptions that are out there. But like ultimately, I guess everything that I would be about to say in a big long rant here is, it would take a lot of time and research to figure out how to set it up. So what I'll do, I really do genuinely. I can't express enough how much I appreciate the offer that you would be that you think I'm. Oh God! Oh no! No. Okay. I think we survived. I'm flattered that you think I'm that what I'm providing here is something that's worth your time and money. So what I will do in exchange is I will begin doing the research. I will do the research into what it would take. I will do the research into what it would take to set up some sort of system, whether it's subscription-based, whether it's Patreon-based, something like that. I almost lean more towards the Patreon model, just because I think that makes it a bit, I don't know, I think that makes it a bit easier to I don't know, set up one-time payments and stuff, or at least just with what my current understanding of how the systems work. But I will do the research. If this is something that I'm going to start having viewers that are interested in providing that type of income for me, in exchange for me being able to provide them, continue providing entertainment which they find entertaining, then I will do that. I will fucking do the research, damn it, and I'll learn something. Because the flip side of that is, I cannot lie. If I could eventually one day leave the working world and be able to support myself financially entirely on streaming, that would be pretty fucking awesome. So, tips in America as taxable income. I don't know the details of it, but I think they're... Whoops. Okay, that's okay. We still got 2 buckets. I'm going to keep my zen. I'm going to keep my cool. I'm not going to lose my goddamn mind over it as much as I want to. But yeah, fucking... God damn it. It glitched. Did you see it? The buckets were inside of each other. Fuck. Nah! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know the details. I've never worked a job where I received tips as part of my income. That said, I think, and this is why I would need to do research, in America as a streamer, if I were receiving income from it, whether it's considered a tip or not, because I think a tip as like a server at a restaurant is going to be different than sitting here and being my own streamer, because if I'm streaming and accepting income from that, that makes me the owner of my own business, as opposed to if I were just a waiter, or a bartender or something like that, where I would not be an owner, I would be an employee who receives tips as part of his income. And that makes things different. But one thing I can say, because I've witnessed, because my mother is an artist, she has for a long time sort of had her own business as a painter. In that she does take commissions, she teaches classes every once in a while. So she has been historically, she's slowing down on it now because she's getting older, and she has had some health issues in the past that have made it hard for her to have the same energy to do all that kind of stuff. But in the past, she's done that, and she has been her own business owner in essence, and she has had to learn how to do the proper bookkeeping and the proper tax filing as her own business because of that. So it's definitely more complex than just setting up a Patreon and accepting donations and stuff like that way. It's definitely a more complex process, and it's something that I really have zero experience over. I have never worked in a job that would incorporate tipping in any way, shape, or form. Every job that I've had has been just like a straight up salaried job, salaried/hourly job. So I don't have any experience with that, and I have certainly never owned my own business. So I just don't have the experience to know how it works. And and it's something that I'm, like I say, it would be pretty fucking awesome to just like do this all day. I can't lie. And I think it would be really fun for me to like, incorporate, I daydream and fantasize about being able to incorporate like a martial arts training and something like that. Like it'd be fun to do that kind of stuff, but I just, it's just not something that I've really considered as like a serious viable option, because I got bills to pay that my current job does, and I have, at this exact moment, absolutely no conceptual thoughts that I could replace that income. That's just not something that is really in my wheelhouse or in my... What on earth? God damn it! Do not call them donations. That's good to know. I mean, I wouldn't. It would definitely be like a subscription or something like that. I definitely wouldn't call it a donation. That's a very specific thing. Again, in American tax systems, that is a very specific thing. And for anyone who wanted to subscribe to me or whatever we wanted to call it, then it would get a gray area for them with taxes too. So it's like, I don't know, everything in America comes down to taxes, and it's, as a government employee, it's something that damn it, I swear to God, if this one spills, let's at least make it to an area. Okay, good, we just made it to an area where, at the very least. Yeah, American tax code, donations in and of themselves are a weird sticky thing. Yeah, whatever, fuck it, I don't care. It's already messy over here. We already got cleanup to do over here. It's whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's all very complicated. Really, what the crew of this, what the upshot of this whole conversation is, it's very complicated, and I don't know jack about it. I know how to do my taxes based on what my income is, and that's the extent of my understanding of income and taxes. And especially for me, being an employee that has a solid employer, I work for a large organization. It's a government organization who has a union. A lot of that stuff is taken care of for me, and like it's already taken care of. Like I receive my W-2 tax forms in the mail, and then I go online to whatever company is offering a free tax service for me to do my own taxes, and I fill in the blanks, and that's like the extent of it. So, oh, interesting. I didn't consider that for chargebacks, and like that's what I mean. That's the kind of stuff that I have no concept. I have no mental concept or understanding of those types of things, and I'm not opposed to learning it. I'm willing to take the time to learn it, especially if there are, if I am going to start having people who want to contribute to my quote-unquote brand, and stuff like that. I'm always willing to look at whatever opportunities sort of pop up for me. But yeah, at this exact moment, fuck man, I don't know jack about that. It's all a confusing mess to me, and one day, it definitely falls into the realm of like maybe someday. for me. Oh my god, there's so much blood over here. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, it's kind of the same as how I spend a lot of time training. These days it's Muay Thai kickboxing, but I've spent so much, I've spent time doing mixed martial arts. I've spent time doing taekwondo, judo, jiu-jitsu. I've trained so many martial arts. I would love to be a martial arts teacher one day, but as of right now, there's just no real avenue for me to do that at this moment. So it's like I can't, I'm part of a gym that I've got enough skills that I probably could be, a beginning instructor for the newbies and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm still just working on trying to get my foot in the door with that kind of stuff. Just being present and during class, taking the initiative to, when the guys who are training for fights coming up need to have their own time, taking charge and saying like, hey, I'll work with some of the newbies here and help them learn the stuff while the other guys get their training in, So it's like I feel like that's kind of the boat I'm in with streaming. I'm just putting my foot in the door. I'm just trying to get out there and just learn about the process of streaming in and of itself. I mean, like right now, I'm struggling to understand why it is that I've dropped so many frames this session, and so it's like that's the level I'm at right now. I'm definitely not at the level of trying to earn an income on this and become a classified professional at this. That's just where it is. That's just where it is. Hey, congrats, man! Your dojo getting reopened in a couple weeks. That's awesome. Yeah, I knew mine was open because the place that I train these days, they train people for amateur and some like low end, like some regional professional venues and stuff like that. So I knew they were operating, but they were at extremely closed and tight customer bases, right? Like it was by invite only for a long time, for about a year, but they kept the door open to help them do it and to make sure that the dojo still had a place, they still had a place to train so that they could still, because like we're talking guys that really do kind of want to try and make a career out of fighting, so they were really focused on that, and I gladly bowed out of that, not only for my own safety but to ensure that they could have their stuff. But my gym, and what they've done is, as local mandates have allowed, they have slowly began, increasing their client load, the number of people that can be training at any given time. They have slowly increased that, and then sort of offered up invites to people on a wait list. And once I got myself vaccinated, I was invited back to join, and so I've been going back for probably about a month now, I would say, is how long I've been back, and god damn, it feels good, man. I don't know what arts you train, and I don't know sort of like, how experienced you are or anything like that, but for me, like, martial arts has been such an important part of my life for the better part of a decade now. Actually, a full decade at this point in time, because I started training in high school, so over a decade. Shit, man, I'm getting old. Shit. But it's been such an important part of my life, and like being able to start training again has been one of the biggest improvements. And I actually directly relate that. I mentioned the anxiety and depression, so I mentioned that I was taking, I was on Lexapro, and I'm not embarrassed to talk about it. 20 years on and off. Okay, yeah, fuck, man. So you know what's up. But yeah, like I was on, I've had to be on Lexapro for about a year now, and I'm not embarrassed to talk about that. I think half the reason why people are depressed is because they're too embarrassed to talk about those types of issues. But I was taking that for a long time, and I have recently been able to, whoops, that was close. I've been able to stop taking the medication and be okay, and I attribute a lot of that to the fact that I was able to get back to martial arts. Like, it has been such an important thing, and it's like we know that exercise improves mood and stuff like that, but like it's just that's how important it is for me. So when I hear other people getting to get back into it as well for similar reasons and stuff like that, that makes me happy. I'm really happy that not just for the growth of martial arts in general, because I think martial arts is such an amazing activity that can do so much good for so many people, even if you don't want to compete or anything. But just the general idea that things in the world through this pandemic are improving to the point that people are starting to be able to get back to their daily lives. You know, things are always going to be different. Like there have been so many changes to all of our societies through all this. Things will never be exactly as they are. But, you know, the whole point of lockdowns, the whole point of vaccines, of all of that, is to be able to eventually return to the things in life that we loved the most and had to give up, had to sacrifice in the name of, you know, surviving a pandemic. And it just makes me really happy. It just makes me really happy that we're starting to get back to it, you know. And it's like, you know, it's like that's the thing where it's like it disappoints me to a degree when I hear people saying like, oh well, I still don't know if I'm gonna ever go back to doing this, that, or the other thing even when I'm vaccinated. It's like that's the whole point of the vaccination, is so you can go do it. Like that's why we get vaccinated. That's awesome, man. That's awesome that you had people that were you know, people and resources available to you that were supportive of helping you through it. I think, you know, and I can really, damn it. No, clean it. There we go. Shit. You know, I can only speak to it from from an American point of view, you know, an American perspective on depression and stuff. But I know in America, because of the level of the level of like there's stigma about it. You know, and we can kind of, I feel like you can almost relate that back to the psychology, almost what we were joking about earlier with, you know, what is the American dream? You know, and there's this definition of it that is so tied to, you know, personal responsibility and personal autonomy that people look down on themselves and others when you need help, right? Is what I think a lot of it comes down to in a lot of ways. And there's, you know, and there's just so much that can go behind it, and I'm certainly no expert on it, but I don't know, and I don't even know where I would be going with this rant ultimately. It's just, you know, I think we need to be better about recognizing that it's okay to struggle, and it's okay to have rough patches, and it's not a bad thing for us to help each other out, even when the person we're helping out cannot immediately reciprocate. You know, I feel like that's one of the problems in America. Again, I can only speak to the American perspective, but I feel like that's one of the issues that we have in America as Americans, is we, like, if we help, there's sort of, even if we don't realize it, there's sort of this subtle idea of, I will help this person in exchange for something else. You know, and we just don't help each other for the sake of helping each other. Like, there's not, and at the very least, there's not enough of the mindset of, this person is struggling, so I will cut them some slack, or I will help them without ever expecting them to return the favor. You know, you hear individuals, but as a culture on the whole, we just don't live that way. And I think that that is what leads to so many struggles for Americans, and I think that's why there's so many stigmas about someone, you know, like it's from an American perspective, it's weird for me to just come out and say like, yeah, no, I was fucking, you know, I was on Lexapro, I was on antidepressants, like, fuck, man, I was super depressed for, you know, just a year ago, I was super depressed and really sad and not really, you know, not really knowing what I was even bothering to be alive for, you know, like, I'll talk about that, like, fuck, it's fucked up, and it's something that I should be able to express that I was feeling, because it won't get better if I don't seek out help. And the other thing is, now that I'm in a better place in my life, there are other people who are probably going through the same things that could greatly benefit from hearing someone say like, no, I was there, you are not a bad person, there's nothing wrong with you for being in that spot, and there are ways to get over it. So so is empathy kind of dead in America? I think in some circles it is. I think there are individuals who are empathetic. I think there are a lot of individuals who are empathetic. Don't get me wrong. I don't think America is without hope. I think there are actually, and for me actually, you know, what we've seen, there are a lot of things, and I'm not going to go into too many detailed examples because a lot of them relate to just like the American, you know, culture and stuff like that, and there's a lot of nuance that like and I don't mean this isn't like you would never understand, but just like, you know, any culture, there's a lot of nuance between, you know, in day-to-day life in any culture, any country, you know, what have you, that it can really only be understood if you live there and are immersed in it. But needless to say, there are a lot of things happening, today that give me a lot of hope that I think America can recover, and I think America is on the road towards recovering, in a lot of ways. But I think as an institution, if it makes sense to put it this way, as an institution, empathy is dead. As a policy, empathy is dead. So like individual people, I interact. Oh shit! I didn't even notice. I was so busy standing on my soapbox here. Thank you. The real. Oh fuck, man! I was followed by the real deal. That is the real deal right there. That's how I know I've made it right there. No, I'm just fucking around. But I appreciate the follow. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate that it comes while I'm kind of getting a little heavy in topic here. Makes me feel a bit better that maybe I'm kind of on the right track for some of my personal philosophies. But yeah. So as I think as a character trait, there are just as many empathetic people in America as there ever have been. And I think the fact that it is, as a cultural statement, it's becoming more acceptable to talk about things like depression, to talk about the fact that there are a lot of people in rough shape and we should be helping them. From a cultural individual standpoint, people talk about that more than they used to 5-10 years ago. What I think is dead in America is holding empathy as an official policy, if that makes sense. A company will not help you just because it's the right thing to do. And there's an argument for that's okay, because a company is a person. A company shouldn't be expected to behave as people. But what it means is things like healthcare, an institution of healthcare, you're not going to get empathy from a hospital. You're not going to get you'll get empathy from the doctor, right? From the doctor and the nurses who are trying to help you. And they will, as individuals, try to help you find every avenue that you can to receive the treatment that you need. The problem is, as an institution, that hospital does not give a shit about you. As an institution, that hospital exists to make money. It exists to make money. Same with the health insurance company. They exist to make money. So if all you are is a sick person, taking money away from them, they are disinterested in you, and they are not going to help you any more than they absolutely contractually have to. And that's where I think America is going wrong. I think we have adopted this corporate policy of only help those who are supplied it by policy. There's no part of an institution that will say, look, we recognize you can't pay for your kidney transplant, but because you'll die without it, we'll waive the costs. There's no existing system within our corporate versions of things that will do that for a person. And it doesn't matter who that person is. That person could be a child, right? It could be an orphan child, and they still wouldn't do that. That's where I think America is struggling right now, because that doctor will be sad for you, and that doctor will wish that they could do everything possible. But that doctor doesn't have an avenue, because that doctor is stuck within the same exact system that is screwing us all over. And that's kind of the thing. So that's a long-winded way of saying empathy as an idea is not dead in America. In fact, I think it's thriving as much as ever. But empathy as an institutional concept just does not exist right now, and that is a problem. Because and the big guy that turned, come on, settle in there. God, it's gonna fucking spray everywhere. And so where that becomes a problem is, all you need is one CEO, to be a particular individual that doesn't hold empathy as a personal trait, as a personal trait. Excuse me. Oh fuck! I'm being bombarded by advertisements. Oh shit! Look guys, they have ways for me to become famous. Hold up, let me get this shit out of here. Fuck that shit. No robots. Hold on. I gotta remember how to fucking do this shit. Where is it? Ban. I'm throwing down the ban hammer, bitches. No advertisements, because, and genuinely too, like this, it's kind of funny because I'm sitting here getting on my soapbox here. It's funny because I think one of the big problems in America too is every fucking thing in America is a goddamn advertisement. Everyone is trying to sell something always, right? And so to finish the point that I was kind of building towards for a minute there, all it takes is one CEO who as an individual doesn't have, empathy as their trait. You can have, 2 billion people who are very empathetic in America. If just one of the non-empathetic people is in charge of a business, then everything below them, will then hold that as a policy, and that holds the rest of us hostage. Where as a personal trait, we'll be empathetic towards people, but we can't do anything about it because we're beholden, because we all have bills to pay, right? God damn it, these buckets! Don't fucking ghost on me. Don't poltergeist me. You stay in the stack. You stay in the damn stack. There we go. There we go. All right. So yeah, and that's one of the problems, and that's where, if I really wanted to get into personal opinions, I could talk about why I think America and this sort of weird fascination it has with pure capitalism is misguided. That's a personal belief I hold. I definitely am not going to get into sort of any discussion about whether or not that's an objectively true thing. I have reasons why I believe that pure capitalism is problematic. But I don't know. It's a long rant, and there's a million things about it, and I haven't even begun to touch every facet of it. But I think the point is, and the lesson that I really want to make sure I'm hitting home, just for the sake of, the VOD will be up there, so if anyone comes across and sees this, and for everyone sitting here just chit-chatting about it right now, like, I think the take-home that I hope people see is that, that while there are problems in America, but I think there's probably other countries that extends to and have similar issues. While there are these problems, we should not view that as a reason for these things to be, we should not view that as a reason to be completely hopeless, to completely give up. It just means that it is very important for us to, as, when opportunities arise, when opportunities arise for us to be better people in any capacity, we shouldn't just consider it a good thing to do. We should consider it a responsibility to be good to each other. I always say at the end of every stream, while it's completely unrelated, I'm sitting here playing fucking video games, and every stream I end it with, be good to each other, because I consider it a responsibility for us to do that. It's not just, a nice thing. It's not just a nice idea. We have a responsibility to be good to each other, because ultimately anything, anything that exists in this world is a product of us humans interacting with each other, right? That's just what it is. And so it's up to us to not accept this corporate problem. It doesn't mean I'm going to go out and, pour lamb's blood all over, a fucking, big fur coats, front doors or anything like that. It just means that it's up to us to make sure that we never pass on an opportunity to try and make one little facet of this world better, even if that just means smiling at someone who looks like they could use it. Just every little thing like that, because if every single person is living their life that way, then suddenly you've got an entire world of good things. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a coherent point to that big long rant beyond just like, like as humans, let's just all do our part to step our game up a little bit. The world's in rough shape right now for a lot of reasons. Let's not accept that, and instead let's try and find ways to just be better to each other. There we go. Deal. I appreciate that. Bring us back to focusing on the game. Can we do House of Horror next? Probably. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this one today. I gotta scoot in like 20 minutes. I gotta skedaddle, and I'm piss poor at this game, man. I'll tell you what. But I am having fun playing this game, and I had originally thought, because this is, oops, I gotta get more buckets. I gotta get more buckets, man. I'm on a brand new PC that I just got this past weekend, and I had originally thought like, oh, I should find like some really intense game, graphically intense game to play. But truth be told, I'm just liking how much smoother and more fun this game is on this machine. Like, I don't actually feel a particularly strong compulsion to play something different right now. So the short answer is yes. Even if we're not doing it today, I will absolutely do House of Horror next. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's awesome. I love references in games to other things. I love when things just get referential in general, because I love feeling special. I can be like, oh, I understand that. I know where that comes from. It makes me feel cultured and important. So I like showing off and being able to demonstrate that I understand what things are. And truthfully, I think that attitude comes from the fact that my dad is the type of person who will forever be surprised that I know who the Beatles are and bullshit like that. It's like, Dad, fuck off. I'm young. I'm not stupid. Like, I know important cultural icons from the past. Like, she'll probably burn. You're goddamn right they'll be burned. I gotta clean that shit up, man. That's the whole point. I don't give a shit what kind of stuff they leave behind here. Like, my job isn't to care about what is on the floor. My job is to stop it from being on the floor, okay? That's what I get imaginary paid for here. But, like, seriously though, this game is so much fun. I really like this game. This is such a stupid game for me to be obsessed with, but goddamn, I love it. I'm having so much fun with this. I think, and I think part of it actually is this game lends itself to streaming really well, because I can sit here and sort of just kind of passively zen mode, just be in the zone working on cleaning this shit up without having to hyper focus on it, so we can just chit chat about random bullshit, you know. And it's fun. I like that. I like being able to be on a soapbox and not being able, and for other people to not be able to interrupt or offer counter arguments to me, which is why streaming is really great. No, that's not true. I love discussion. And some of my favorite discussions are ones where I'm trying to discuss a complex topic with people who disagree. I think it's important, and I think people don't give enough credit or credence to the idea that it's valuable to be forced to face counter arguments and counterpoints to the things that you hold dearest sometimes. Because if it's something that's worth holding dear, then you will, you know, sort of learn something about, you know, you'll learn even more closely why it is you hold that belief, you know, and you'll feel more secure in it. Or you'll learn something and be, you know, better off for it, and you'll have a more informed, more educated, more up-to-date perspective on things. So there's really nothing wrong with facing perspectives and ideas that you disagree with. You can take the stuff. I probably won't. I'll probably just burn it. I'll probably just yeah, throw it all in the incinerator. Burn it down to the ground. Alright, buckets. Will these buckets cooperate, or do these buckets intend to go full-blown poltergeist on me? I burn the blue box every time. Fuck that shit. Yeah, no, and I did it on purpose. Definitely not because I had no idea what its value was. This game, the tutorial for this game, I just kind of started going, and I was like, well, fuck. There's all kinds of shit on the ground, and there's an incinerator. So might as well just incinerate that shit. I don't care. I was hired to clean, alright? I'm hired to clean, that's what I do. Besides, man, life is just a construct. Who cares about material objects? He said while playing games on his, you know, multi-$1,000 machine. Oh my god. What time is it? I'm not even paying attention to the time, man. I'm having a good time here. This is fun. This is fun playing this game smooth as butter on my machine. Yeah, I'm looking at the frame drops though. I definitely need to figure out what's going on. Cuz I should not be dropping that many frames. I was not having this many issues on my old rig, and it makes no sense that my new rig is struggling with the exact same programs that the old one was. So there must be some sort of settings parameter that I need to change. So I will definitely be fussing with that. But hey, you know, it's my first gaming stream since getting the new machine, so. Well, you know what? If the company wants to take it up with me and the union, then they can go right ahead. But you know, I would say it's on their. It's their fault because they didn't properly train me. I can't be expected to know what I wasn't trained to do. I'm just saying, you know, like Goku. I'm just saying. Fucking stupid ass pun. Oh my god. Besides, I don't give a shit about company property. It's all garbage anyway. It's like one of the side effects, especially with my new with this new PC, trying to use my goddamn work laptop that they gave me. Fuck, that thing is a piece of garbage. It is so bad. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything different. I'm you know, it's a government budget. We don't have money for brand new machines and stuff like that, but oh gosh, it's so clunky. It's so dysfunctional. I can't actually really use it anywhere other than the docking station. It's bad news. It's bad news. I shouldn't complain. It's nice that they. I really shouldn't complain because the alternative is that I would have to use my own machine for it, which, you know, on the surface sounds great. It's like, oh god, yeah, it'll go so much faster. It'll be great. Except that means that. So one of the things that's really important, and here's a little insight into, you know, my job as a government employee. Everything that I do from a work standpoint is subject to Freedom of Information Act requests, which means I'm a civil servant. I work for the government, so anything that I do for my job is something that can be, if requested, reviewed by any member of the public. There are some exceptions, but they are very specific. And what that means is if there is anything work-related on, say, my phone that suddenly gets requested, that gets sort of like audited, so to speak, for a Freedom of Information request, it means that that phone can be confiscated and anything on that phone is subject to review. And I may never get that phone back again. So if I were using my personal phone, then, you know, say goodbye to all of my contacts, all of my texts, all of my emails, all of my personal information, and it means that all of my personal information that I have on that phone, anytime I've shared a phone number, anything like that, becomes public information. Not to be distributed per se, so it's not the same as like when there's a Facebook leak and, you know, all of my data gets sold to another company. But it does mean that I could lose all of my personal stuff, and that goes for my phone, that goes for my computer, that goes for all of it. So really, I should not be complaining about the fact that they are providing a machine, even if it's an old crappy one, because it means that I don't have to worry about, you know, if for some reason that computer has to be taken by authorities for one reason or another for the sake of, you know, audits or reviews or anything like that. It means that I don't have to sacrifice any of my personal property for it. So I really have no room to complain about the state of my work laptop. Oh, golly. Alright. I cannot believe how much progress I have made on cleaning this place up. Whoops, I should probably be slow walking here. Like, there's still so much to do. There's still so much to do here. In this one thing, but the fact that, I mean, like I say, just last week playing this on the old PC, and like it took me like a half hour to do like maybe 1/10 of what I've done during this stream. You know, it's crazy. I can get done the same amount in 5 minutes that it would take me a half hour to do on the old rig. This computer is amazing. I am so in love with this. One of the things that I did for myself that I was very excited to do, no matter how stupid and silly it was, is one of the first games I installed after getting this rig and making sure, you know, it was up and running and everything. One of the first games that I installed is Skyrim, strictly for the expressed and explicit purpose of modding the shit out of it, so that I could just enjoy all of the super awesome ridiculous mods that I see people making all the time for that game that I've not been able to partake in because my computer just would not have been able to handle it. That's honestly one of the most exciting things for me. Like, it's weird how that goes, but like that's what's been the most fun about this PC. Not doing new things, but enjoying how much better it is at doing old things. Like, it's just so much better at doing basic shit, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm really excited. I've been playing around with it. You know, yesterday I had my writing stream where I was doing some of my writing stuff. On a $500 budget, honestly, right now it's tough. It's really tough because the graphics card market is so nonsensical. So on a $500 budget, and keep all of this in mind, I am not an IT guy. I'm a hobbyist who knows basic. Dragon into Charizard. Oh, that's a fucking. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Sorry. Okay. Focused in. $500 budget. Again, I'm not an IT guy. I can't give you, you know, anything that I say 100% grain of salt. Please do not take it as like professional advice or anything like that. $500 budget right now. I would honestly, if you've got, at least if you have a machine that works and is sufficient, I would save that and save your money a little bit and grow that budget is what I would do. Because as a baseline, general rule, on a $500 budget, yes, exactly. Sodium overload, grain of salt. I would just honestly, I would sit tight on it. I got this computer. I bought a pre-built machine because I had the budget. I'd been saving up for a while, and I could do it. The thing is, right now, normally on a $500 budget, I would say, you know, save some money on a few things by recycling whatever parts and doing used parts, whatever you can, and then just building your own PC, piecing it together. The problem with that right now is because the markets are so insane when it comes to trying to get a graphics card in particular, it is unlikely that you'll be able to find even a used graphics card that won't destroy that entire budget. And if you're upgrading your graphics card, you will likely be even if you're recycling other parts, if the whole point is upgrading, you will likely be bottlenecked in a few other ways. So that's I mean, that's honestly, it's super disappointing, and I know that it's like super rich for me to be saying that as I'm sitting here happily playing on a new machine that has a 3070. But the fact is, I paid a couple grand to do this. You know, my financial situation, I'm fortunate. Again, you know, like we were kind of talking about beforehand, I have a job that really helps me pay the bills, and I really have no room to complain. Like, I don't earn enough to be able to buy a house, but I do earn enough to be able to buy an entirely new built machine. You know, so it's like if you have the budget to buy a pre-built machine, that's a really good way to get your hands on some new computer parts that are otherwise really hard to find, which is what I did, what I chose to do. But the fact is, you have to buy a completely all-new machine. You can't recycle anything. You can't recycle a power source. You can't recycle your RAM. You can't recycle a MOBO. You know, you have to get everything brand new if you're doing it that way. And if you're doing it that way, it's going to be very tough to then find one within a $500 budget. You know, that's the unfortunate truth. And I wish I had something more encouraging to say and more exciting to say than that, because the fact is, especially in the middle of a pandemic when everyone's stuck inside, a good gaming PC is truthfully one of the best investments. Like, I have no qualms or regrets about having paid a healthy sum of money, because the fact is, even aside from streaming, I spend, you know, sitting at my desk with my personal computer running so I can enjoy some TV, you know, enjoy some streams, enjoy some YouTube, whatever, while I'm working. You know, I run this machine probably over 10 hours a day, you know, so at that point in time, it's a good investment. And so I think anyone looking, I got to be careful about that. That's a good way to spill everything. So yeah, I would say, you know, just from is any PC worth the money right now? Absolutely. But if your budget is capped at 500, it's going to be hard to find a machine that's worth using up your budget on it. Whoopsie, that was very close to being a disaster. So yeah, that's what my advice would be, and it really is unsatisfying advice. But yeah, I would sit on it. I would sit tight. Wait for, like, sit tight, but I guess I'll amend that. Pay attention to, do some sniffing around on the different outlets. Like, do some sniffing around on eBay. Pay attention for other deals. Look for opportunities. A lot of places are doing, giveaways for things like that. Pay attention for opportunities and keep your thumb on the pulse of the markets for things like graphics cards. And be ready to jump at a good opportunity if it arises, right? That doesn't mean give up, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so your computer's pretty much exactly where my old one was. My old rig was 6 years old. Yeah, it was struggling to play new games on low settings, right? Yeah, so you're in the exact same situation as me. Isn't it weird how that saying goes? Like, keep your thumb on the pulse. Yeah, I've never used my thumb either. It's always the 2 fingers, and I've like, I'll give you 2 fingers. Sorry. Innuendos aside, yeah, I've never used it either, and that's saying something because I have medical training, right? So it's a weird one. I don't know why we say that, but yeah, I don't know. It's buying PCs is a tough thing right now. The other thing too that I will say about buying the pre-made is even then I had to be patient. I just got this machine over the past weekend. I ordered this machine over a month ago. I custom ordered it, and I had to wait in line. Well, fine, be that way, bucket. Okay, we're gonna put this down and we're going to try and rescue those 2 buckets. Yeah, I had to wait over a month for this PC because that's just where the market is. It's basically just like, and that's kind of what the benefit of ordering up Kitty. There's going to be a Kitty possibly in the screen soon because she has decided she's going to gargoyle on the desktop here. Let's see here. So we want to carefully there. Oh no, she's going to go pout in the corner. Okay, she's hungry is what it is. But yeah, I had to be patient, and that's essentially that's why I went with why I went ahead and ordered a pre-built, because I was originally just going to recycle parts from my old PC to upgrade it, but the situation I was in, what I realized is that for the budget, for what I was wanting to spend on it, or rather what I was willing to spend for the price. For the scalpers prices that any GPU is really going for right now, on even used outlets like eBay and stuff like that, for the price it was going to cost for one of those, it just made more sense to be patient and buy a new machine and just wait in line rather than sit there and fight and try to beat all of the scalper bots and shit like that. Like, it wasn't worth the energy, nor was it worth the money for me at the time. And a time will come that will change again. Situations with markets always change. So it will change eventually, but it's hard to say when. And yeah, I don't know. It just sucks. I'm just very fortunate in that I did have the cash. I pretty much used up my disposable fund. There's a cattail. Oh, well, no, she kind of ducked down. She's just going to stand in front of my screen. I know, Kitty. You're hungry. Soon enough, hon. Soon enough. We got like 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm extremely fortunate in that sense. I burned through my fund money. Like I was saying earlier, I burned through enough of it that I can't afford a better monitor to match the better computer. So I have this beautiful machine that, depending on what game we're talking about, could handle 4K. That is just sitting here at 1080. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. And that's why I say I would, if I were you, truthfully, enjoy replaying some of your old favorites or something like that, maybe for a little while. Live vicariously through other people. That's what I spent a lot of time over the past, few months while I was trying to, for a little while there, trying to play the markets and buy upgradable, parts for the sake of upgrading and stuff like that. Live vicariously through other streamers and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's a disappointing market. And that's just where we're at right now. And it sucks that there's not anything any of us can do about it. You know, like it's just one of those factors right now that it's just like we're just kind of stuck with it, and it sucks. Because I want everyone to be able to game. Like I say, that's the thing about it is like, just from a is it worth the money to buy a computer right now? Abso-fucking-lutely it is. You know, we're all stuck inside more than ever right now. You know, it's gonna get better, at least around my parts, where it's spring becoming summer. So it's going to be better. We're going to have more stuff that we can do outside. But the fact is, we've spent a year stuck inside. If there was a time to have a good computer, now was it. You know, and it's still like that. So, okay, let me see here. I'm looking at the time, and I, for the sake of my appointments and stuff that I've got going on, I need to stop having fun on my new machine and stop having fun talking to all you cool peeps. And I gotta get myself going. But this has been an awesome stream. Like awesome new computer, awesome conversations. This is, like I say, this is hell yeah, you're cool, man. You're super cool. All of you are super cool. Here's what I'll say. Anyone who's willing to sit here and indulge me as I ramble and play games, in my book, cool fucking cat right there. I am just egotistical enough to say that. You're probably the coolest people. No, it's been a good stream. I've liked this, and this is, you know, getting back to, you know, just revisiting our discussion about, you know, whether there's money involved or anything like that. This is really why I got into it, why I decided to start streaming. It's just fun. Like, I like being able to discuss games and just shoot the shit with people while I'm playing a game. I love doing that. I love that, and you know, fuck, this is a great way to do it. So, yeah, with that in mind, I appreciate all of you that stopped by. I appreciate the real deal for the follow today. I appreciate special and Welkins. God damn it, I'm so sorry, man. We even discussed pronunciation, but I don't know, fucking yeah, you guys are cool cats. I'll give you guys shout outs here, supporting me here early on in my, like, you know, I've got 3 people watching me at any time days, you know, so that way one day when I make it big and I'm like the biggest fucking guy on the internet, you know, fuck, man, I don't know, it was a cool day. It was a cool stream, put me in a good mood. I appreciate it. You guys have already accomplished what my call out is for everyone to go and make the world a better place, because you made my world a better place. But no, I appreciate anyone, for anyone on YouTube checking out the VODs too. I appreciate you too, even though you're watching after the fact. I appreciate that. You know, I mean, hell, that's how I watch most streamers these days, is I watch their VODs, because it's hard for me to do it at exactly the same time. And let's see here. Oh, good. There's a training program that I'm expected to do for work coming up, so that's going to be exciting. Tomorrow is a writing stream. I'm hoping that I will by tomorrow have some fun asset packs and widgets and stuff for my new map making tools, so we can really kind of get down and dirty in that and have some fun there. Yeah, I've been playing around with that, and I'm excited to hopefully in the next couple weeks with my groups utilize all the things we're working on. So yes, so D&D tomorrow, D&D Friday as well. Doing some D&D writing both of those days. Thursday more gaming, and possibly gaming on Saturday. Saturdays are always a toss-up, depends on if something else happens, because if I've got friends or family that are doing anything, you know, I give that priority. I think relationships are important to maintain, so I do that. But yeah, that's what's coming up. That is coming up, all of it roughly the same time. So the real deal, what I do is I'm a DM, and I make homebrew stuff. I make homebrew things, and so I stream my writing process because it's fun to discuss different DMing ideas and different creative ideas with people, and I think I think there aren't a whole lot of resources that show an actual process. There's like articles that can talk about, you know, ideas for DMing and ideas for world building and stuff like that, but there's not a whole lot of people who just take the time to sit there and discuss their processes in the moment while they're doing it. So so that's what we do for the D&D ones. That's what the D&D streams are about. So yeah, feel free to come check that out tomorrow and Friday. But yeah, I guess that's all I got. So yeah, like I say, much love and appreciation to everyone who's here. I appreciate you guys. And as always, You know, like I say, you already made my day better, but no reason we got to stop making days better for other people. So go out there, be good to other people, be good to each other. Like I say, if we have a human population-wide army of people being nice to each other, this world would have nowhere to go except for being a better place. So let's all go out there and, at least in our own ways, try to make that a reality. But with that, thanks for stopping by, and we will catch you guys all next time.